Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Faceless Void.
Radiant team
Dark Seer. Riki.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Oracle.
Radiant team ban.
What's up, people? We're back with EGG Network, and now we've got Signature.Trust and Mineski.
Wow, two big names right there.
Very big names.
If I'm not mistaken, Signature.Trust won Aegis
2016. That's right.
like a month ago against
They were the champions.
They were the
Aegis.
champions.
Okay.
And right now, here they are up against Mineski.
Thoughts, guys? They have been draft already.
I want to know about this.
This is
actually the first Riki
that we've seen. Really, the first Riki in the whole of
No. First Riki.
In C qualifiers. Okay. Yeah, we don't really see a lot of Riki. They can ban out. But we've seen, as usual, we see the Faceless Void and the Oracle. Come on, panelists. Why is this? Why are we seeing so much Oracle?
It's a good
For Oracle,
With Faceless Void, yeah.
Signature.Trust is the only team that picked Oracle without thinking.
Without thinking.
It's a regular support. It's a regular support.
Yeah, it's very
You
good.
see, if you see the lineup, it will be played by Boom. He really loves to play this Oracle. And yeah, for Riki, it's Riki
is Riki.
It's
It's Riki.
It's like John Cena, you can't see.
But yeah, with Riki now you can also play support.
Yeah, that's true.
And but you still need your items though.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially
but
Diffusal and Battle Fury.
But it's not good when someone treating you like a Riki, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like you got rejected by a girl?
Sometimes they treat me like Riki, and I'm just like, I can't stand this one.
Just had to express feelings in national TV. This is how Cyclops feels.
Take that, girls who
Alright, for those of you at home who don't know where Signature.Trust is from, Signature.Trust is from Thailand, which is also the home country.
Cyclops.
My countrymen.
Countrymen, So, am I guessing you're gonna support Signature.Trust in this?
Yeah, it's
Draft is not over.
It's not over.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Why not?
You guys are like pathetic.
This one, their performance. Do you really think that Signature can win against Mineski? Even though the draft haven't come out yet. In terms of their performance?
Well, both teams, I cast this both team match a lot. Sig versus Mineski. It's always a 50-50 match. Like before the match saying that people saying, oh, Mineski gonna crush him like, you know,
Yeah.
like a vegetable or something. But,
Why would you crush vegetable?
like, it's easy.
Oh, easy.
But it's actually a very 50-50 match. You know, the lineup is one thing,
Yeah.
but execution is more important.
That's true. That's true. And finally, we were just talking about it was that Elder Titan is not being picked, and now Elder Titan is being picked.
Well, actually, at the first game just now, we do have.
Oh, you did have one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my bad.
Elder Titan. That's a good thing about Elder Titan when it comes to ganking and trying to save his teammates. That'll be really great.
Yeah, the sleep is great, right?
Sleep is
It's a
good.
long duration of
And
stun. Flava, what do you think,
yeah,
Flava?
Flava.
Elder Titan, all you need about him is that his presence is amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Having his stat skill.
Is it
you know,
strength reduction or armor reduction, if I'm not mistaken,
Is it-
with Elder Titan?
Elder Titan is all natural. Everything is reduced.
All natural.
Yeah, everything's reduced, huh?
Everything
plus
his presence alone, the armor is reduced, damage is reduced.
With a good laning, you know,
With a good laning phase,
good
yeah.
ganking laning right there. With Elder Titan's ulti is really good and amazing.
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, it's a
Especially
game
when
changer.
I don't know if Elder Titan can actually manage to get a refresher orb.
Yeah.
But I've seen one with a refresher
In a
orb.
pub, like, in a pub.
No.
In a professional game?
International.
Really? You seen one?
Yeah, I've seen one.
That's cool. That's nice.
Really nice.
What I think that Elder Titan is good at is because I think in professional games, positioning is very important.
Very important.
And with his ulti, he can, create a position where it's favorable for his team.
Yeah, it's good to initiate.
Correct,
And
yeah.
also he's good to run away.
Yeah, it's like, I'll put this down, I'm getting out of here.
Getting out of here. You guys are just fall asleep right there.
Ciao.
Ciao.
If you look at it, some of the best reasons for you to actually pick Elder Titan is because his AoE provision that he wants to
Yes.
stun off enemies
Correct, yeah.
is very big. It's upon himself and his clone he actually provide his ancestral spirit at the same
The
time.
spirit can also give vision, right? In a way.
Yeah,
Yeah, it gives
correct.
that vision.
I think the worst one is you can TP to that. Am I right? You could TP
Especially
to
if you have
the...
Tinker.
You can TP.
Hey, can you?
Yeah,
I know
think you
Beastmaster
can.
you can do that, but I never.
Can you TP? You can, right?
You TP Elder
I don't think so because that's just where it's not a unit. It's not a unit because when you talk Beastmaster you understand because those
Yeah, the bird is a unit. A puck! Oh,
Yeah, finally.
Oh.
it's very understandable throughout the whole draft right here in Mineski sports. When you have heroes like Void, like Qualifier is not as serious. The most annoying thing about Void is that you can actually backtrack all your damage upon 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to disable the guy up to a point where he dies rather than leaving him with any HP left. If you dish out, you can cast out Finger of Death by Lion. You can cast out Lina's Laguna Blade and anything. But if he still doesn't die off, you can just backtrack. Hey, you know what? Full HP.
That's true.
And that's all you have in a Void right here. So you have double disables from a Lion. We look at and hacks at the same time. We also have Pug going up for silence at the same time.
We also have a silence from Ricky.
Yeah, silence from Ricky comes on smoke screen. So all of that just to take down Faceless Void and
Yeah,
other
nice
heroes at the
combo
same
right
time. If you don't take out the Void, let's say you leave a Lion to handle out the Void, there's somebody else who's ready to actually take down heroes like Oracle, something like that. You don't have to worry much about Elder Titan because the skills that he has needs build-up time. It takes some time. There's an animation time for it.
true.
So of course you want to go for heroes who has instant abilities rather than
burst damage, right?
Burst damage and everything like
So, Cheryl, what do you think? Do you think that Mineski has enough burst damage to take down an Elder Titan, an
As well as
Oracle,
Dragon.
and Faceless Void, and they just picked up a Dragon Knight?
which is quite tanky.
Yeah,
It's very tanky actually. Not quite. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Change
I
back.
kind
Very
of
tanky.
think that the Ricky is bound to be really annoying early on, and because I think Oracle is really good with the ultimate, it can actually buy a little more time for all the
Yeah.
bursts. But judging from Mineski's lineup, I think they have way too much. I'm not really sure if the Oracle can actually handle that much. I mean, the Void can escape, and I think it works. It's kind of like even and decent right now because Faceless Void has this backtrack,
Yeah.
and Dragon Knight is actually quite tanky as well. I think, and the Dragon Knight pick.
Dragon Knight
Oh
pick.
my.
I'm very worried Mineski won't be able to actually handle this.
Yeah.
Whatever they have, is it enough?
Maybe in terms of vacuum, if they manage to create a good initiation with a vacuum right there, and then a stun from Lion and Ricky and Puck, maybe, but we got Dragon Knight is quite tanky right there. We got Faceless Void, they can just go in and Chronos.
Chrono everything.
Yeah.
I think Mineski already lost since the fourth draft.
Yes.
The moment that they got Puck in Dragon Knight is there. It's the moment that
It's GG.
but
The Morphling
But
pick.
again, Morphling is actually the perfect pick for the last one because you need the kind of heroes that can fighting like 1v2, v3,
Yes,
and
yes.
also some
Yeah,
switching
quite agile.
heroes very fast.
But actually, I think Morphling was a bad pick. Elder Titan's third skill eliminates all of the natural defenses that Morphling has.
Not all. Not all.
Really?
That's a percentage to it. Not all. That would be too much for a hero.
Yeah. Okay, since we're done with the draft, we're gonna go to the casters. Final predictions, guys.
Final prediction. Who do you think is gonna win?
Signature.
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 Oh man.
Signature.
Just because? Is it just because?
It's
The draft.
Yeah,
right. Whatever.
really.
Well, yeah.
What do you think?
Based on the lineup just now,
Signature?
a lot of you guys gonna pick Signature, but I'm gonna pick the other side.
Mineski?
I don't know, Mineski. I
Okay,
guess.
we're the hosts.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
we're gonna pick something different,
Signature.
and we'll see if they're gonna win or not.
All right.
But let's throw it back to our casters right here. They're ready to go.
All right, let's go
And,
to our beautiful casters, Denali and Emika.
And Amika, here we go.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. So we're here with Mineski versus Signature.Trust. I'm here with Emmy, who seems rather nervous. Come on, Emmy.
Well, it's
Give me a smile. Come on, look at me. Give me a smile. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So let's head into the game Mineski versus Signature.Trust. Best of one series, very important game as well. So here we go. Now we are using the very, very wonderful Immortal Gardens map as well. We've been using a lot of this at Manila, so it looks like we're going to be maintaining this for this series as well. But Trust versus Mineski, what do you think so far from the draft, Emmy?
One thing I can say about Mineski's draft is that it's very blue and very purple.
I have to agree. All blue, all purples. No, we got one red, but that's Lion.
Lion's kind of purple.
Purple, but he's got a red cape, so he breaks the immersion, if anything. Very, very nice ward placement as well coming out from Mineski. So already right off the bat, you can see that we've got Mineski wanting to grab their wards right off the bat, whereas for Trust, they just want to secure theirs onto MyPro, onto this DK. Let's do quick team introductions as well before anything happens. So on the side of Signature.Trust, in that top lane, we have Jabs that's going to be handling our Elder Titan. Lakel's going to be on the Juggernaut for today in that top lane. MyPro on the DK. On our Oracle, we're going to have Boombell. And finally, in that bottom lane, we're going to have Abba. That's going to be on our Faceless Void. Take it away with Mineski.
All right, on Mineski we have Jules on Ricky, who seems like he's trying to do something in the void here.
Just going to go for a bit of a backstab.
And interesting strat cast on Lion, raging on Morphling. Bocarino on Darkseer, and Puck in the mid lane. Benher, he's pretty low.
Yeah, it took a lot of harassment actually. The Oracle came around just to go for a bit of a harassment. He's actually sticking around, so it looks like Boombell wants to apply a little bit of pressure here to Ben-Hur. This mid matchup actually, it's really unfavorable for Ben-Hur just because it's a Puck. He hasn't actually leveled anything because he is so worried about being ganked. He just wants to make sure he can get that level 2 before he skills anything, and instead just going to go for the orb, feeling it's safe enough, doesn't have to go for the fade out. So
But Mineski is actually leaving their offlane open. There's no one there. You have Darkseer jungling.
yeah, but the thing is, like, he knows that the offlane is going to be quite difficult, especially with the Elder Titan harassment. He could be super annoying. So it looks like they want to make sure that Bocarino gets this really quick farm. Just go into the jungle, Iron Talon, finish up a really, really quick mechanism. And from what it looks like from Mineski, they want to go for this really early timing window before Signature.Trust is able to secure those first initial items. Now, my concern was this Morphling pickup, actually. To Morphling into an Elder Titan. So, is this really what you want to be doing? Picking a Morphling into an Elder Titan?
I mean, it really depends if Morphling is, part of the cleanup crew, or if Morphling is just gonna go head on.
It's just the armor reduction from the Elder Titan. Looks like in the middle lane, bit of harassment onto Boombell. They were going to go for a bit of a chase, but stun was going to be there. Boombell going to heal all the way back up to full, so no one's going to die as of yet, but we could see another engagement as Boombell's sticking around, and Jules is here as well, but Sentry Ward going to be a bit of a nuisance, so not really going to get any sort of element of surprise. Down bottom, Abba still sitting away. This is the most annoying thing about playing any support, any solo support up against a Faceless Void. This hero is so annoying when it comes to pushing him out of lane. If he gets lucky bashes, you take a whole bunch of damage. If you try and burst him down, he time walks all of it back. It's just this slow, progressive chip damage. That's really all you can do up against this Faceless Void to push and shove him out. But at this point, Ab is completely fine with what he currently has. Even puts down a sentry ward. So now all of a sudden, Jules is not going to be that great, but the stun is there. Follow-ups as well, smoke, and can they actually get it? Oh, there we go. First blood right off the bat here for Mineski. Very nice smoke there from Jules to make sure that he wasn't able to get that time walk off. So, very nice start for Mineski. Obviously, kills this early is something that you want to be achieving as soon as possible, especially with the kind of draft that they're running. They need to get that early game momentum up as soon as possible.
I really do hope that they stop the Juggernaut sometime soon.
I think so as well. You can't just leave this hero alone. Like, Lakel's absolute free farm. He gets level 6. Omni Slash is almost a guaranteed free kill every single time.
Especially heroes like Oracle. I mean, sorry, heroes like Puck or Lion, they're really, really squishy.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to have a top push coming out from Signature.Trust. They really want to grab those objectives as soon as possible, whereas Mineski not really able to accomplish anything outside of just farming in their lanes. So it might just be an easy grab here for Trust, assuming that Signature doesn't really want, assuming that Mineski doesn't want to sort of go for any of those rotations. And that seems to be the case. It's going to be easy gold for Lakel's. I'm quite concerned for them to just let him do this.
And he's got the top tower already in 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah. So Mineski, hopefully they've got a plan with this, because if you're going to give free gold to this, if you're going to give free gold like this to Signature.Trust, you have to be aware that Trust as a team, they actively look for kills every single time. Signature.Trust is not a team to sit on their butts, sit passively, and just farm away. Once they have their first couple of levels or first couple of items, Trust goes. That's when they want to fight. And it looks like I missed a kill, unfortunately.
And Darkseer walled for that. That was interesting, just for an Oracle.
What level is that Darkseer? He's level 6. That's a very early wall, actually. No, typically, Darkseers pick up walls at level 8 or 9.
And to use it just for an Oracle, are you sure that's worth it?
It speeds up his farm that little bit more, so since he's been successfully jungling and grabbing a kill on top of that, it's not that bad. So it's okay for Bocarino to go for this sort of play if he really wants to. Looks like a bit of a group up in the mid as they are also bringing in the Darkseer. Going to try and jump onto MyPro. They're even committing a coil as well. It looks like they will be able to grab the kill. The nukes were there, but no follow-up for Trust. They only bring in the Oracle, but Oracle by himself would not have been able to keep that DK alive.
Yeah, especially, he's only level 3, he doesn't have his ult.
This early on, it's quite difficult for Trust heroes to react to pressure, actually. It's not like they're running a Vengeful Spirit, it's not a Dazzle, they don't have heals, they don't have stuns. Oracle has an Ensnare, but up against Puck and the Riki, it's not effective.
But honestly, right now they're creating so much space for the Juggernaut. He's still up there alone.
He is. I'm rather curious to see what Trust's plan is with Lakel's here. If he's going to go for an early game item, or if he wants to commit to maybe a Midas and consider going straight to that late game. Honestly, with what they have, they can finish this game really quickly. You've got push with the DK, you've got team fight with the Void, as well as the Elder Titan, and then you've got your late game with that Juggernaut. So the draft for Trust is very versatile, whereas for Mineski, their heroes actually fall off quite early. Unfortunately for Ben Hur, playing the Puck early on, Puck is a great hero, especially when it comes to that early game pressure.
Yeah, in late game he just falls off. I mean, he just becomes a hero that coils every once in a while.
Coils and silences. He does transition to a utility-based mid. It's unfortunate, but it's not really much you can do about it.
But once they get their BKBs, the silence isn't really going to be an issue, and if Puck really depends on if Puck decides to get Aghanims or not.
Absolutely. So taking a look at net worth here really quickly, 7 minutes in. So it looks rather even across the board, although we will say that there's going to be a bit of an advantage here for Mineski. They have a lot of gold on all 3 cores, whereas unfortunately for Signature.Trust, they don't have the gold on the Void, but he does have a very, very close level 6. And that level 6 is actually really big timing, because look at the rest of his team. They are prepared. They want to hit that level 6 timing as soon as possible. So Void, he's practically sitting here as bait, whereas the rest of his team, they want to come in for a wraparound. DK form is popped. Cask, he's going to get hit with the stun first. Lakells comes in. Very easy kill onto this line. Instant TP from Raging Potato. They don't even know where he is. Now, can they find Lakells? Not Lakells, sorry. Can they find Jules? They won't. There's no detection being put down. None on Boom Bell, so just ends up being a support kill. But because Trust have revealed themselves down bottom, Mineski's gone up top with the Morphling. So they're going to try and go for a small push and shove in that top lane, but Abba's going to TP up. Abba wants that level 6. He's very close. But look at the small wraparound. Waveform forward. They do mitigate the damage there with Abba's Time Walk. Going to keep on chasing it with Bocarino, who's actually gone for the Ion Show on himself first. But they're going to keep on chasing. Is their TP support coming through? We've got one coming in. It's the Elder Titan. Can he get the stomp off? He gets it, but no, the Void dies first. Instant morph into strength. That can jabs kill him off. Can he jab him down? No, he can't. He's by himself. No TP support. Signature.Trust. They've got to get these TPs going. If they did have them, then they would have been able to grab that kill. But oh, they do get him. I did not see that. They actually brought in Lakells for that. Oh, Waffling, did you overstay your welcome? That seems to be the case, as I went down bottom instead. So kills happening all over the place, Emmy. Bit of a crazy one. So as it stands right now, I've got a lot of gold actually going into the pockets of Mineski. Now, is this an okay spot to be if you're Signature.Trust?
I think it's still pretty worth it because the Juggernaut's getting free farms, getting kills. I mean, he's got a Vanguard. Huh, alright.
Yep. And actually, if you take a look at all the heroes' items so far, you've got Ben-Hur that's actually getting very, very close to his Veil. So it looks like they really want to amp up the aggression once they actually finish that up. Such a cost-efficient item as well. Mech coming up soon on Bocarino, so again, another item that's going to be able to really help them push and shove this timing window. Whereas you take a look at the side of Signature.Trust items, not really there yet. They're building up the components, but this Vanguard on Lakells not really going to help him in the fighting department that much, but it will help him survive. Look like Time Walk and Chrono onto Ben-Hur and Cask. Dragon Flames gonna burn everything down, cook them in their own skin. That's gonna be the puck, as well as the Lion taken down. Very nice coordination for Trust to grab those 2 kills, and they're going to transition into towers now. MyPro, he decided to stand around for a little bit before hitting the tower. He could have actually hit that a little bit sooner, but that's okay. He's going to start whacking it down now. Jules coming in, he's got a smoke available, but with no heroes around, not really that much he could do. Does he consider going for a deny? TP gonna pop the smoke. They're gonna send the Void down bottom, and everyone on the side of Trust, they're trying to commit to the tower, but the TPs are flying. They're gonna bring in the Morphling first. The Kel's going straight for the spin. Does not want to get caught up with the silence or a Dream Coil. They do catch out onto 2, but it's onto the 2 tanky cores. Now Mineski, very hesitant, stun onto MyPro. They also pull him in. Finger of Death. They can't kill him off. They're coming out from Boom Bell. Gonna buy him time. They're still trying to chase him down. A Puck not gonna be able to finish him off, so the DK is gonna be fine. Everyone on Trust, they are still here. They're trying to go for a kill, but it looks like that's not going to be very successful, as everyone on Signature.Trust, they do successfully retreat. Unfortunately, on the side of Mineski, weren't able to catch anyone out. Instead, gonna head down bottom, as that's where the Void is. Now, Abba, he does have a Time Walk, but if he gets caught in the silence, he Time Walks out first. Looks like he sensed something incoming, and rightly so. As a sentry, it did detect that Riki.
I'm a bit more concerned about the Morphling though. I mean, he's died once, his farm isn't really all that great, but how do you think Morphling's gonna fare against their Faceless Void? I mean, he's probably gonna be Void's main target, him and the Puck.
I wouldn't say Morphling's farm is bad. Like, you take a look at net worth, he is leading net worth so far over the Juggernaut by only a slight bit. Now, the thing to be worried about is he's going Lincoln Sphere first. Oh, I actually might be able to catch Ben-Hur out here. Stun as well. They're going to go for Echo Stomp to buy time. Now, do they have anything to follow up? No, they don't. He actually wakes up because of the damage instance from the poison, I believe, from MyPro. So that was unsuccessful. Raging Potato wants this tower. He does get the last hit. Now my pro is here. They pop the illusion, but the Chronosphere committed. Now he's going to try and morph into strength. Is there enough damage on the side of Signature.Trust? They need to burst him down, but the illusion, it's still here. He waveforms into the tree line. He feels safe. And he does TP out instantly, so no kill going in the way of Signature.Trust. They committed a lot to grab that Morphling, but no damage output to kill him off.
I'm actually pretty interested to see what this Ricky goes.
It's just going to be a support Ricky. Jules is not going to be able to grab that much. He is buying a lot of the Observer wards. He is practically a walking Observer ward at this point with the added bonus of Silence.
But the thing with Ricky is that he's such a pain because supports need to keep buying sentries to make sure that, you know, the carry is safe.
Exactly. It cuts into the pockets of the supports for Trust. Although right now, you can take a look at their inventories. They're not doing that badly. Even though they have to buy detection for this Riki, the Riki himself isn't proving to be that much of an issue, although Oracle is just walked in the tree line and Cask, did they see him? They didn't, it was nighttime. Oh dear. So it looks like the Oracle's going to be alive for a little bit longer, but if he shows himself down bottom, this could be bad. They're coming in from the wraparound and Boombell. Boombell, he's going to be okay. Instead, I hear a lion actually being chased down by Lakel's. Now the stun is there again. He does have Finger of Death. Is support coming through though? Lakel's not going to commit. He still has that Omni Slash, but it looks like for now they're going to conserve it. There is a lot of Mineski heroes down bottom, and a lot of Trust heroes down bottom as well, so it looks like we might see a full team commitment by both squads. The only hero that's not here is the Morphling, and Raging Potato is farming up top, still trying to finish up that Lincoln Sphere.
He's gonna have it pretty quick, probably like 16 minutes or so.
It will help him survive that little bit longer, but if you think about it, how effective is this Lincoln Sphere going to be? Like, the only thing that the Lincoln Sphere is really going to be preventing is the DK stun.
And maybe one Omni Slash jump.
Yeah, I guess you have to also count in the Omni Slash, but if you think of what Signature.Trust has to pop it, the Oracle can just go for the Purifying Flames. The range on that is huge, and all of a sudden that's a Lincoln Sphere popped.
Especially if he gets chronoed, he doesn't have a chance.
Yeah. It looks like for now we're going to have Signature.Trust aggressively maneuvering themselves around. Now Jules, he does get spotted. No, he doesn't. That's his own sentry, but the sentry gets deployed. They do see the Riki now. Silence is there. They go for the instant stun. And it looks like they're going to go onto Bocarino instead. Can they burst down this Darkseer? They're going to commit everything to kill him off. Even the Elder Titan as well. They get one. They're going to get Jules as well. That's 2 kills for Signature.Trust. In the meantime, up in the middle lane, actually, we have Mineski, but the rest of the heroes are trying to go for a mid T2. They should be able to successfully get this, as Trust, they've just reached that bottom T2, so it's going to end up being an equal trade. Elder Titan, he did TP in, but the Echo Stomp would not have come in time.
I don't know about equal trade, because right now tier 2 down bottom is still pretty full, so they can still defend this.
They could, but it depends if people want to TP back, though. Raging Potato, he's still going to be sitting in that middle lane. Puck is going to be here with Ben-Hur. Spins coming out from Lakel's. They're trying to commit for this tower as much as they can. It does expire. They do stake up. Sorry, they do turn Abba into a fish, but no, he's going to time walk into the tree line. He's fine. It's a wasted Dream Coil. No losses for Signature.Trust, and it's a dower, and Lakel's just walks out. But yeah, it does get picked up on the Darkseer though, so this might be the time for Mineski to make these plays happen. They have the initiation with not just the puck now, but Bocarino's ready to go. So let's take a look at the graphs really quickly. We're 16 minutes into the game. We have a rather even game in terms of EXP. It's only a 1k difference, and 16 minutes in, 1k is not a lot. Gold-wise, it is relatively even as well. It's 200 gold in favor of Mineski, but 200 gold, you can pretty much determine that by a team fight.
Morphling's got his Lincolns, so
he has
that.
He has his Lincolns, but what can the Morphling provide in the team fights outside of a waveform? There's really not much he can do, right?
I mean, it's pretty interesting to see him get a Lincolns, considering they have a Faceless Void, like you say, Faceless Void, Elder Titan. You can't really Lincolns your way out of that.
Yeah. So it's a small issue, but it might still save his life. It will prevent him from getting solo killed by Juggernaut by himself.
I mean, it does give him stats, but is it really that worth it?
It could be worth it. There are situations where you think like, oh, is this item really good? But it sort of makes sense because Trust is a team. They love to go for kills onto carries, but now that they see that there's a Lincoln Sphere on the Morphling, they need to commit more heroes than they typically would to try and kill them off. And it's a lot of spells that they probably don't want to be using to try and kill off a Morphling. Like ideally, they would want to be going for team fights and then transitioning into towers, if anything. So although it's not the best game for a Lincoln Sphere, it might pay off eventually. I guess he also gets the regen as well, the mana regen, so he can consistently stay on the map. That's not a bad thing. So we also saw the blink pick up by the Puck. So Ben-Hur, he is now going to be able to go in for those blink coils. This could be a problem for Trust.
And he has an Invis rune.
He does as well. Could go for the Riki play with Jules. 2 Invis. If you can't see me, you can't hurt me.
I mean, they have sentries everywhere, so are you sure that's a good idea?
There's not that many sentries, actually. Most of the sentries on the map are from Mineski. So Jules going on a bit of a scouting mission, runs into MyPro now. He did bump into the DK, but no sentry got deployed, so it looks like that wasn't enough to trigger a response from Signature. Looks like for now, Trust, they are heading into the Roche pit. Gonna start contesting for this, and you look at Mineski, they knew this was coming, they scouted it out with Jules. They're coming in with 4 hot and ready, both blinks at the ready. Let's keep an eye on Karina and Ben-Hur. The Surge, the Coil, the Riki ult, the wall, 2 are dead for Trust so far. They're gonna go for a 3rd onto the DK as well as the Kells. That's 4 heroes dead for Signature.Trust, and that was simply because they had the Riki scouting the Roche pit. Beautiful play coming out from Mineski, being able to just instantly respond the moment that they saw that happening. And all of a sudden, massive gold swing. That is enormous. Especially with the kind of draft that Mineski is running. If you can grab gold this early, this quickly, they can snowball out of control. Now, even though they got the 4 hero kills, they do want to try and go up high ground. The heroes are coming back. Chrono is still up. Elder Titan ult is still up. Omni Slash is still up. DK form is still up. So, gotta be really, really careful. Abba gonna be in that top lane, and everyone on the side of Mineski, they've retreated. That was such a good fight by Mineski, but it's unfortunate they don't have the draft to actually take the Roche.
But they're probably going to watch out for Roche now that they know that Signature.Trust is going to go for it.
Dire's bottom tower is
They will be able to keep an eye on it, especially with the help of Jules on that Riki. He just consistently scouts all these Trust heroes. You can see, like, he's staying around mid as well as that bottom lane, trying to see if he can find some of these, some of the Dire heroes to scout them out. Go heading into that Roche pit. So it looks like for now, going to move into more passive play from both sides. Mineski going to be super content just because they're... At this point, it's Mineski saying, like, it's okay, we have a Morphling. He's going to be able to go for these E-Blade kills as he has picked up his Ghost Scepter. He's very, very close to the Aghanim Scepter. It's very quick. But a lot of it would have contributed to that massive turn of events in that Roche pit. Unfortunately, the smoke for Mineski, if Morphling had stuck around that bottom lane, it may have been a kill, but... Going to be completely nothing. So our Radiant squad's going to be fine. Unless Jules walks in the trap, the smoke does get deployed, but do they notice it? It may have been towards the end of it. Looks like no one's going to commit. Just saying, oh, it's a Riki here. Not going to bother. Not going to bother.
But I actually wonder what Juggernaut's going to get. He has Vanguard and Yasha. And progression hasn't changed much since a while.
It hasn't. Taking a look at hero levels, look at the hero level discrepancy. Mineski are so far ahead compared to Signature.Trust. 13, 13, and 12 on their 3 cores, and 11, 11, 10 on these Signature.Trust cores. This is rather scary. You don't want to be behind at all. Because if you start to fall behind up against this draft, they will start to steamroll you. This is a rather scary place to be if you're Mineski. It's a scary place to be if you're Signature.Trust. Not to say it's completely lost. They still have a draft that's going to be able to beat Mineski. It's just they need to make sure that the execution is on point. Don't get caught out with smokes. Don't get caught out with the blink initiation from Mineski, which is easier said than done.
Yeah, they need to find a way to control the Riki.
It's not really the Riki that's the problem.
I mean, he's the one who's scouting.
He is scouting them out, but he's not the issue.
Look at him. Just look at him. Oh, there's a sentry.
And they should, yeah, DK stun, Jules is dead. So, small gold, small pocket change going in the
But
way.
this is what I'm talking about, though. Like, they need to make sure that Ricky isn't there to scout them out when they're in Roche or wherever they are.
It's not just the Riki though. It did prove to be a bit of a problem. Oh, they actually managed to go for the initiation. Oh, they just blew up the Juggernaut with the E-Blade as well. That was the first showing of Raging Potato's E-Blade and the thinking about Chronosphere, but no, Abba, he was fainting it and didn't cast it in the meantime. So nothing was lost except for Lakelze, which is a rather big pick-off for Mineski. That was the debut of that Morphling E-Blade, so Signature.Trust, they've got to be careful. They can't afford to give these kills to Raging Potato, if anything, because if this Morphling reaches critical mass, all of the Trust heroes can die to him rather easily. And they can't burst him down either.
I mean, I'm not really that worried about the Morphling because they have the Chrono from Faceless Void.
Look at that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I just did.
That's the thing that I'm worried about here. Look at Raging Potato. He's actually playing aggressive up against Signature.Trust. He's got E-Blade in 9 seconds. He's gonna go for the nuke, but that's not gonna be enough. Cask, he may have considered going for the Finger of Death, but no, insta-hex onto Abba. If Cask was in range, he actually would have blown the Finger of Death to get that kill. He definitely would have.
As long as you single out the Morphling,
Can you single out the Morphling though?
I mean, it really depends, because people who play aggressive sometimes, they mess up a bit, and it's just to find that window of opportunity.
It's just the cause of concern here is that even though they may catch the Morphling now, they didn't kill him last time, because he just morphed straight to strength. The burst damage is not there for Trust, and at the end of the day, Juggernaut does not actually synergize that well with the Void, just because he's not able to get those physical right clicks in. Like, he can go for Omni Slash, but if you can't reach for the Omni Slash, then the cause is lost. You're not going to get that Morphling kill. He may kill you instead. So for now, it's more or less just Mineski controlling the game. They feel comfortable enough just doing whatever the heck they want. But in the meantime, MyPro's just finished up a BKB on the DK, so he is going to be almost, well, practically uncontrollable. So he's going to do whatever he wants at this point. No other items popping up except for a very, very close Manta style on Lakel. It's getting very close to picking that up, so...
We got in the career.
Items are coming on through. Yeah, he does finish it now. Even though the items are coming on through, though, I don't feel like this is enough to deal with it. And oh, look at Boom Bell. He just went for the instant defensive play. He was like, nope, not this time. I can defend myself with Fate's Edict, because remember, 100% magic damage resistance. I guess we also forgot to talk about this. Like, we never see Oracles, but you never see Oracle versus Morphling.
Yeah, I don't think that would be an even matchup.
Oh, they found him? Nope. Just time walk forward by Abba. It looked like they considered Jules to be there, but no. Jules gonna scout them out now. Time walker's there. TP out from the Oracle. And up in that top lane, we've got Raging Potatoes just slowly chipping away at this tower. He does get swept, but no one's going to TP on through. The only hero here is going to be Lakel's as well as the Elder Titan. Now together, these two cannot control this Morphling. There is no disable outside of Chronosphere that's going to be able to control him right now. Oh, bottom lane, they found MyPro. They're going to keep him alive with Boom Bell, so it looks like the DK is going to be okay for that little bit longer, but oh, Morphling came in. He goes for the nuke on the DK. Oh, Signature.Trust, have they lost grip of this game? Omni Slash onto Ricky, pops the smoke, he gets the kill, now spin onto Ben-Hur. They did blink in Cask now, instant TP from the Jug, so he doesn't get taken down. He's going to be okay. It's a cute kill onto Ricky, but it's just a Ricky kill. It's really not going to amount to that much. So with Chrono down, and Omni Slash down, and Dragon Form down, if you're Signature.Trust, you are not going to be confident trying to go up against Mineski.
Especially when Puck has Dream Coil in about 15 seconds.
Exactly. It's just, Mineski, they're playing this so well. Every single time they find the opportunity, they go for it. Every time they see these heroes, they jump on them. It's every single time. It's Mineski consistently dictating the flow of this game. And you take a look at the advantage that they've gotten. They've not given anything away to Trust. They are really mounting a very strong lead. And unfortunately for Trust, they got some heroes that are going to be able to transition, but my concern is that I don't think they're going to be able to compete with what Mineski has in the next 5 to 10 minutes. It's just so many items on these heroes from Mineski, like this Puck, Booster Travels, Blink, Yules, and a Veil of Discord. He's going to try and go for a bit of a kill here, maybe, onto this Elder Titan. There is an instant Yules TP, but the counter Yules from Ben-Hur. He's like, I want this kill. Do I go for it, though? Oracle's here, goes for an instant defensive play, but can they go for the kill onto Boombell? Puck, does he come in? No. Instantly backs up, seeing that Lakel's is here. They do nuke down the Lion, so the Lion's gonna go down, although in the meantime, down towards this bottom portion, we've got Jules here. He wants to go onto Boombell, gonna try and go for the solo kill, as well as the Drink Coil onto ABBA. He breaks the coil, but he doesn't get stunned up. They will go for this kill onto Boombell, try to heal himself up. The Chrono hasn't turned around, has Mineski overextended. They kill Ben-Hur, can they kill Jules? No, the Morphling comes in. He gets the kill onto the Oracle, gonna go for another nuke. ABBA's here, Bokarina comes in with the Blink Vacuum as well. 2 heroes down for Trust. Omni Slash jumping on through between them, but look at the damage, it doesn't do anything.
Slash is nothing.
And look at Lakel's. He's running out of mana, being chased down by Raging Potato. He just goes straight to his illusion, morphing into strength. Now Bokarino's in trouble. He's overextended. His blink is consistently being cancelled because of this poison. He's still trying to surge away. Can anyone chase his surging again? Blink, but oh, the bash from ABBA. He needs a little bit more. Just one more in the back lane, so DK has to pop the BKB as Raging Potato looking for a kill onto Lakel's. He's looking, he's fighting. Discardi's slow. He's morphing into strength now. It's MyPro in trouble. He needs to save his allies. ABBA, he gets the bash. He needs another one, but no, he can't get it. There's actually Raging Potato completely controlling this fight. He's got an illusion. Bashes. They need bashes now. Can they get bashes? No, he gets out. There's Morphling. He is such
why is he
a
going
problem.
back? Why is he going back?
He's got Aegis.
Oh, right.
Oh my gosh, Raging Potato. At this point, you could say Signature.Trust are the ones that are going to be raging that ABBA. Run into Ben-Hur, but Jules is here. Earth Spike, Coil, keeping ABBA in place. He's silenced up. Riki ult. Oh, the ult from this Oracle. It mitigates a lot of the damage, but how much damage does ABBA take? It looks like it's going to be okay. It's going to be healed up. It's going to be A-okay, but here comes Bokarino, here comes Ben-Hur, not going to commit, going up onto that high ground. Mineski, they are so aggressive. Their team chemistry, it's looking wonderful. Everyone is on the same page. Mineski's like, okay, we are going to fight as a team, we're all going to trickle in, we know how strong we are, let's make the most of this opportunity. Signature.Trust, I am so worried for them right now. Oh, they found Ben-Hur. They popped the ult. He will coil. And looks like it's going to be okay. No one's going to die as yet. They're going to keep chasing, though. Do you want to keep chasing? They want Ben-Hur, but no detection. Sentry gets deployed, but it's a little bit too late. They won't get him, but in the meantime, they found Jules, that Riki, who gets chronoed. Although, where's the damage follow-up? He pops his ult, buying time. His team is coming back in. Who is it? It's going to be Ben-Hur. It's going to be coming in. Riki, will he live? Jules still running. He does finally drop. Puck is still around, but here comes the Morphling, trying to go for the nuke onto Boombell the vacuum, as well as that wall onto a whole bunch of Trust heroes. Void goes down. Bokarino's too tanky. Raging Potato is still here. TP out from MyPro. He does get out. There's also a TP, but no. Gets used up by Ben-Hur. Elder Titan, you're not getting out scot-free as he gets punished. He heals himself again just to buy time, but the rest of his team is going to be okay. End of the day ends up being a 2-for-1 trade. Mineski, every single time they just find these opportunities, especially with Trust. They committed Chrono to kill that Riki. They killed him in the end, but it meant no Chrono for Raging Potato. Everyone re-engaged for Mineski, and without the Chrono, that's practically all of their team fight control. Now Raging Potato are hitting on these Raxes, and there's nothing Trust can do. They don't have an initiator. Look at Boombell, he instantly go for the defensive play, making sure he mitigated that spell damage, but MyPro's in trouble now, gets coiled, vacuum, pulled back, he's dead. Now Lakel's, he has to run. Boombell as well. It's a GG call. Signature.Trust. Mineski, this Morphling pick. Raging Potato, complete MVP for the last 10 minutes of that game. He played like an absolute beast.
I mean, they just had no hesitation. They just, went straight for it.
Jesus. That was
brutal.
What?
Brutal.
Brutal. Wrecked. Savage.
Brutal.
That was a wonderful play from Mineski, but they really played top of their game. You look at them as a team, and it was just...
Yeah, they had so much team synergy, and they didn't hesitate to single anyone out. They just went straight for it. They didn't care about rotations. They were